So I talk often about street fighting sales. It's not because I look like any of those characters, and I don't think you have to look like those. But in the world of sales, I think people can make it incredibly complex, and I don't think it has to be. So whenever we're delivering our work, both sales training work for sales people, sales leaders, but also we talk about non-sales people, so project managers, consultants, engineers, some of those people that talk the customer's language perfectly and are on site with them much more than we are as sales professionals. We spend a lot of time helping them to think about how they can approach the world of sales. So I just want to take a few minutes of this afternoon just to share what do we mean by that. So we talk a lot about thinking differently. Really, that's keeping it simple. I don't think it has to be hard. It isn't hard. We train people that are new into the world of sales and have them performing really fast. It's about everyday thinking. It's about sales tools that are easy to hold on to. You don't have to have a 300-page manual to be able to build relationships with people, understand their needs and challenges, and then create solutions. It's about also being agile, isn't it? It's about thinking about how can we do things differently. Does everyone here own a smartphone? That's just a stupid question now, right? But a few years ago, it wasn't, because we didn't. It's about being agile. It's about carrying best practice with us in our pockets, being able to access it quickly. It's in the moment learning, fostering confident skills, helping people to feel more confident about having business-focused conversations, and about being someone that your customer needs and relies on. That's the thing that's always excited me in the organizations that I've helped and supported and people that I've helped to achieve more. It's about knowing that you're the person they turn to. I always say to clients, can you be a strategic resource from day one? And I would argue no. Can you think like one from day one? I think the answer is yes. And that changes how you work and how you think. We spend a lot of time on mindset at Durhamlane when we're in our training mode. And we talk about the belief equation. And I'm quite a visual person, so I see belief as being that sort of knotted thing in your stomach. That's where you believe in what you do, the colleagues that you work with, the people that you work for, and the customers that you try and embed into your organization. It's also about knowledge, so belief plus knowledge. I sat very few exams in my educational years where I'd probably got enough knowledge in it. I didn't probably revise at school as much as I should do, but the two that I did and I vividly remember, I loved them. Did everyone sit an exam they really enjoyed? I loved it because I was prepared and I was ready and I knew my stuff, and I sat there and went, I can do this. And I got into it. And the amazing thing with the world of sales, if you're on the phone or if you're face to face, it doesn't matter, it's the same, is that when you know your stuff, you become more relaxed. Your shoulders go back, you breathe more deeply, you enjoy yourself more, and most importantly, you're able to listen better to the person on the other end of the line or in front of you because you're not panicking thinking, what do I say next? Which is classically what happens, isn't it? So belief plus knowledge gives you confidence, and then I think importantly you times that with understanding. How can I help my customer to serve their customers more effectively? If we can take people on that mindset shift, how do I help my customers serve their customers more effectively? You ask totally different questions. So 4 really simple words and 1 simple way of thinking, and I think it can change who you are and how you work. The way that we embed that into organizations is through our 9 sales mantras. I'm not going to go through all of these, but you have a little postcard in your packs with our 9 sales mantras. This one changed my world to prospecting. Mantra number 1, when came up with it, business fit, business value, developing long-term relationships. No longer would I pick up the phone to someone that I've never thought about before or a company that I've never even heard of. I would do a bit of research. What's the fit? Why would I call you if I don't think there's potentially a fit between what we do or people, the clients that we serve, and what I think you might be looking for? If you notice, my language is all about estimating. I don't know yet. Business value. I've got to know that I can potentially add more value to your business than you're going to spend with me. Otherwise, why would you bother? Sort of obvious. I've got lots of nodding heads, and you're all sales leaders here, so that's great. Long-term relationships. Why? For me, 2 reasons. 1, it's 8 to 10 times more cost-effective to sell to someone again, so it makes commercial sense to sell to them again. But secondly, it's more fun. Lots of my customers are long-term friends that I've had over many years, and I've been able to help them to serve their customers more effectively, build better businesses, and it creates long-term relationships. Mantra number 3, be interested to be interesting. The more interested we are in other people, the more interesting we become to them. It's one of life's truisms. Number 7, estimate and validate. Never assume. Made any assumptions before? Yeah? Just try and hold back, take a breath. And then number 9, it's up to you. We all have the opportunity. The reason I think sales is the most amazing place to be is because you can really create your future unlike any other role, can't you? You can put in as much, get out as much as you like, you can work as hard as you want to, and you can achieve amazing things. There aren't many jobs which have such a concertina job spec that come with them. And then a couple more things, if I may. We have our selling at a high level methodology. So this is really, this is actually it. This is one page. You don't need a 45-page manual. 5 phases to it. You can give this to people that have never even thought about sales before. If you put sales in their job title, they would resign on the spot. And you can have them and you can share this framework with them and they become more successful. Find and create. We have to keep the wheel of business development turning. We have to make sure that we're creating qualified opportunities regularly into the funnel for our customers. Largest part of our business is doing that on their behalf. Take a breath, get into define and understand mode. It's where the questions kick in. It's where we're trying to think about how can we help our customers serve their customers more effectively. What are the challenges? What are the things they're experiencing? What does it look like? This is the piece where I think you get the real value. It's the piece most people miss out because they go straight into pitch. So take a breath, get into the understanding mode. Let's do some diagnosis. Then we want to make recommendations. We want to then make sure that we have got solutions that can solve the problem that's being offered. We do need help closing out, don't we? Because we've got more choice now than we've ever had before. You notice how much choice there is? There is more choice now than ever before, so people need help more than they've ever needed help. And then we serve and grow. We get off to a great start and we repeat, we go back to the beginning. A number of constants sit under that. I'm not going to go through those now, but we have embedded this methodology into many, many clients, both small scaling organizations and also large ones, and it just works. Works very, very, very well, and there are many facets to it. So I always say one of the things that keeps me awake at night is that everything we've created seems so simple, and then I often think, well, often the best things are, right? So hopefully that works. A couple more things really as we start shifting to the people side, and we're going to spend quite a bit of welcome. We're going to spend quite a bit of this afternoon thinking about technology and how that can help us be more effective in a sales environment. We use this within durhamlane in our organisation. We measure and operate our core values, but measure everyone to values and performance. This is an actual chart. We report on it on a monthly basis at board level, and we track every individual going through the business, making sure that they're adhering to the values that we hold as a business, but also achieving the performance and getting to where they need to get to from a performance point of view. Because ultimately, success in sales is about developing and maintaining the right mindset. How do we get the right people into our business with the right mindset, put them in front of the right customers or prospects at the right time, to help them ask the right questions, to open up the opportunity to be able to present the right recommendation, to help their customer make the right decision, and then to build that long-term relationship that goes through. And Lee Durham, my business partner, are back. We came together in 2011, 1st of April Fool's Day for some, really on the back of how do we raise the bar of the sales profession, and that's part of I think what certainly drives us, but also helps us to create the solutions we create for our customers. I've been asked to say a few words. I'm very happy to say a few words about APS because we've been looking for an organisation which we felt could sort of mirror some of that and match some of that, and we're not big enough, and it's not our job to go around and try and pull all of this together. And I think the APS is stepping up to that bar and making some real impact. So, Denise, I'd like to invite you. No, joking. So, just got a few slides, and obviously we have people from APS here. So if you have other questions, and I know quite a few people are already members, and there'll be opportunity to break to talk to the guys, the team, and understand how you could be part of the journey. But this for me is one of those key things. Why isn't sales seen more as a profession? So I often say in talks I do, I'd love, part of what drives us is how do we get sales and professional to sit comfortably together? Because often they don't. Show me a sales professional and people start laughing. And hopefully with APS we've got that opportunity. There are lots of ways that we can engage, whether it be through education, from community, I guess this type of event, through insight, from a research basis, and through education. So actually how do we start putting training programs together so that our children might be able to say, I want to become a sales professional. Show me the way that I can do that. I thought this was a really lovely honest quote actually. So from the Royal Mail, from Graham Davis to Royal Mail, saying, you know, it's been rocky, but we're getting there, and now we're in we've got an amazing partnership, and I think that hopefully speaks back to the APS's desire to partner, which is exciting. Some of the brands, I know some of you are in here today, so thank you for coming, and it is about that continuous professional development, so and work in progress, right, Denise? I think so. Opportunity for everyone. If you're an organisation or individual, opportunity for you to be able to think about how can you join the world of the sales professional. So that's it from me. I'm going to introduce Martin Moran in a second, but just finishing point really. This afternoon, if you remember the objective, I would love us all to be able to try and park the world for half a day. I know that's difficult, especially with these smartphone things that keep pumping emails through to us, but opportunity to park the world, really opportunity hopefully to try and think a little bit differently, think about your practice, think about your business, think about where you are on the journey, you know, hopefully together we can raise the bar of the sales profession by understanding the future of sales and what we're going to do. And the rest of this afternoon hopefully is really all about that. So thank you. Thanks again for coming.